every time you do, everything you do, every mood is caused by either hormones or the chemicals in your brain or the neural, nothing is up to you. There's a big piece of machinery below your neck that's really running the show.
Right.
When it breaks down, it really breaks down. You wouldn't say to somebody with Alzheimer's, come on, get out of it. Remember where the keys are. There is something that's going on. You don't know, you're not aware when one cell starts dividing into 2, into 3. It's not your imagination. You've got cancer. So it's the same with mental illness. It isn't because you decided, should I play golf or should I have a depression?
Right.
But can I just say what the depression, which I left out in when I was telling you what happened, that was an accident of how that changed my career. But I was outed by accident. I wouldn't have told anybody I had depression because, if you're not being carpet bombed or you don't live, in poverty, of course then people say, oh, please, perk up, like I didn't think of that one. So I never mentioned it. And also, good luck keeping a job, if they hear you're mentally ill. So a mental health charity asked if they could take a photo of me to put in one of their handouts. And I thought it was going to be small and innocuous, but there were suddenly giant posters of me all over London, of my face, saying 1 in 4 people have mental illness, 1 in 5 people have dandruff. Get this one, I have both. I didn't write that. And so suddenly it was all over the place. So I decided I'll never get over that. I'd write a show and make that look like it was my publicity poster. And that's how this started. I wouldn't have written a show. By the way, the show is not the book. The book is much later on. But the original show 7 years ago that Rickman did direct was called Losing It. And I took it to mental institutions where I checked it out, and I always say the bipolars used to say, I laughed, I cried. But I really was in there, and these were my people. And so when they laughed, I really knew I had something.
I can't imagine that moment. I mean, when you saw that must have been like, wait a minute.
Oh, sometimes they were wheeled in, and you thought, oh, well, they're unconscious because they'd have tubes in their nose. And gradually, when I kept talking, they defrosted, and then we'd have a discussion, and they asked unbelievable questions. And the deal was, of course, I didn't get paid, but I got to stay over. I know this is going to be weird to a lot of people in their, their facilities. And I got to listen into their conversations in the smoking room, and those conversations are fantastic. And, I just feel really close to, obviously not full psychotics, but people who have depression. We speak the same language, and we're the only ones that know we're not making it up. So it's almost a relief. There's no cocktail chatter.